All right, question 19, 5.3. Did you complete this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone who could not solve it? Anyone who could not solve 19th question? When you apply the formula for Sn, I think you get a quadratic. From there, you obtain two values and both are positive.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it's possible that both those values could be possible. Accordingly, proceed. N के आपके पास दो आंसर्स आएंगे यहाँ पे. N comes out to be 16 and 25.
16 and 25.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
N comes out to be 16 and 25. If you use N as 16 and try to find out AN, if you take N as 16, AN comes out to be A16.
5.
5. That means in the topmost row, there will be 5 logs. Then if you take N as 25, that would mean AN is A25, the last row.
Minus
25.
4.
Minus 4.
It comes out to be minus 4. This represents the number of logs in that topmost row. This is not possible, right? So this will be rejected. The actual answer is N represents 16. There are 16 rows in all, and the topmost row contains 5 logs. Anyone with any doubt? Question 30th. You're given in a potato race, bucket is placed at the starting point. So this is the bucket placed at the starting point. This is 5 meters from the first potato. So these dots are representing the potatoes placed at a particular distance, at a fixed distance from the bucket. Now, the potatoes, remaining potatoes after the first one, this is the first one. उसके बाद जितने potatoes हैं, उनका जो respective distance है between each other, वो है 3 meters. There are 10 potatoes in the line. So इन्होंने draw कर दिया एक rough सी picture. A competitor starts from the bucket. Start उसने यहाँ से करना है. Picks up the nearest potato. Obviously, जब वो यहाँ से run करना शुरू करेगा, पहले first potato तक गए, इसको collect किया, फिर वापस आना है bucket में potato डाल के, फिर जाना है दूसरे potato तक, उसको collect करके फिर वापस आना है, फिर third तक जाना है, उसको collect करके फिर वापस आना है. This is how the person has to complete the race. Tell me if this is clear. This is what they have described here. A competitor starts from the bucket, picks up the nearest potato, runs back with it, drops it in the bucket, and runs back to pick up the next one. फिर वापस आके bucket में डाला, so on and so forth. So this is how the person will collect all 10 potatoes. What is the total distance the competitor has to run in collecting the 10 potatoes? How much distance will be covered by the competitor? This is what you have to find out. They have given you a clue. If we find out what is the total distance to be covered in order to collect the first and the second potato, then this is how it's given. जो first potato का distance है, 5 meters. One way it's 5 meters, and two ways, both ways, it will be total 10 meters. For the second potato, दूसरे potato का जो distance है bucket से, it is 8 meters one way. So the total distance the person will have to run in order to collect the second potato will be double that, 8 multiplied by 8. So this is just a hint. If you understand this, I'm going to just write down a table, a little table we will make it, just to understand how we will find out the values in the arithmetic progression, and then how do we find out the sum of those terms. Again, this is not necessary. You don't have to describe it in so much detail. You can simply write down the distances that the person or the competitor will have to run in order to collect the first potato, second potato, third potato. Those will be the terms of your arithmetic progression. Obviously, you will write down that this is an arithmetic progression with the difference between consecutive terms being same. You will have to verify that before you proceed. So I'm just assuming right here that this is going to be an arithmetic progression. So the first potato, the distance from the bucket is 5 meters. The person will have to cover it both ways. It will be 10 meters. Then for the second potato, the distance increases by 3 meters. So this will be 8 meters. Then covered both ways, 16 meters in all. For the third potato, 8 plus 3, another 3 meters increased. This is 11 meters away, and the distance covered by the competitor will be 22 meters, so on. So A10, sorry, the 10th potato, the distance for it from the bucket will be A10, if we have to write down that, up to the 10th. This can be taken as A1, this is A2, this is A3. See if this forms an arithmetic progression, looking at the difference between the consecutive terms.
Yes, ma'am.
So this forms an arithmetic progression. We'll just write that down quickly. Distance, sorry, the difference between consecutive terms. A2 minus A1, this is 6. Then A3 minus A2, again, it's 6. So these are equal, therefore we have an 8. With A equals to 10 and D equals to 6. You have to find out the sum of all these distances covered by the person. The last one will be A10. So we want to find out how much distance the person will have to run in order to collect all the 10 potatoes. We have to find out SN. So apply your formula and find out the answer. 10 by 2 in the brackets, 2 multiplied by 10 plus 9 multiplied by 6. The total distance is
370 meters.
370 meters. Tell me if it is clear. Anyone with questions? If anyone's writing this down.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm done.
No, ma'am, I'm writing.
Roll number 20 is Jasleen. Roll number 22, it's Gia.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Roll number 34, Pratham. Okay, Rashika is here. Who's roll number 36? Ramandeep. Okay, let's take a look at the next exercise. Exercise 5.4. Last year, when CBSE had deleted the statement sums with respect to sum of n terms, real life situation questions based on sum of the first n terms of the arithmetic progression. We did not do questions 3, 4, and 5. But before that, we did complete this exercise as per the syllabus. So we are doing this time as well. I did ask sir also. I could not tell you earlier because मुझे भी आज ही पता चला है. Okay, so let's just do this. Question number 1 here. Which term of the arithmetic progression given to you is its first negative term? So as a clue, you have to find out n for which a n is less than 0. So negative term means the value will be less than 0. So as you can see, this arithmetic progression is descending. The first term of this progression is 121. The common difference is -4. So since it's decreasing, there will come a point when this arithmetic progression will start to have negative values. Decrease करते करते हम negative values में पहुंच जाएंगे. You have to find out at what place do we get the first negative value. The very first negative value. उसके बाद तो फिर सारी negative होंगी. You have to find out the first one. So we will assume an, let us say कि nth place पे जाके negative values start हो जाती हैं. That means the value of that nth term will be less than 0. This is what the clue is. We had a similar question previously also जहाँ पे हमें बोला था which term of the arithmetic progression is 78 or which term of the arithmetic progression is 0. वहाँ पे आपको actual value दी होती थी, right? You were given the actual value of the nth term. जिस भी प्लेस पे वो टर्म आ रही है उसकी वैल्यू आपको बताई हुई है, तो हम ए एन को इक्वल टू लेके चलते थे. यहाँ पे हमें वैल्यू नहीं बताई, सिर्फ इतना पता है कि उसकी वैल्यू नेगेटिव है. नेगेटिव में कितनी है ये नहीं पता. So we will take it less than 0 and we will solve this inequation in order to find out n. Tell me if it is clear, then we will start writing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is page number 115. Question number 1. The AP given is 121, 117, 113, so on. From here, identify the first term, the common difference, and let the first negative term be an. This means an is less than 0. Apply the formula a plus n minus 1 times d less than 0. Solve the inequality. So we have 121 plus n minus 1 times -4 less than equals to 0. -4 n minus 1 is less than -121. Addition, subtraction, there is no change in the inequality. But when you divide by a negative number, अब ये -4 से आपको divide करना है, then the inequality will change. मैंने साइंस चेंज किए हैं यहाँ पे. You can consider this either multiplication with -1 or division with -1. तो यहाँ पे जो inequality है वो change हो जाएगी. And now you can solve. N minus 1 is greater than 121 by 4. Sorry, let's just transpose this. N is greater than 101 plus 4 by 121 plus 4 by 4. N is greater than 125 by 4. Can you tell me what's the approximate value for this fraction?
31.25. 31.25.
Now, since n is position, n is an ordinal number, n will be a whole number, natural number rather. N will be a natural number. So you are looking for a natural number immediately greater than 31.25. This is what we are looking for here, a natural number greater than 31.25. Counting number is se bada.
32.
30.
32.
So the value for greater than, sorry. तो जो सबसे पहली नेगेटिव टर्म मिलेगी आपको इस अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन में, इट विल बी एट द 32nd प्लेस. Tell me if it is clear. Those who will be opting for standard maths, beta, you must do this exercise. Don't skip any question from this exercise.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Manya?
Can you please again explain how did the signs change?
You can just consider this. If you have -3, just consider this. -3 is smaller than -5. Sorry, -2. Let's take. Okay. Right? This is correct. This is a fact, well-known fact. -3 is smaller than -2. Fine. Now, what happens
Yes,
if I divide both the sides by -1, or if I multiply the equation with -1? Let's multiply with -1 on both sides. I'll change this. Okay. I would just like you to put the sign here. मेरे पास ये fact already है, -3 smaller than -2. If I multiply on both sides with -1, तो दोनों जो values हैं वो positive हो जाएंगी, left hand side and right hand
yes,
side.
ma'am.
Now, can you tell me what will be the relation between these two values obtained?
3 is greater than 2.
Hand side is bigger, right? This is how it changes. Even if you multiply with -1 or you divide with -1. In either case, जो inequality होगी, values का sign change हो गया तो उनका relation change हो जाएगा. The smaller value becomes larger and the larger becomes smaller. ठीक है? ये
Okay,
अपने
ma'am.
लिए आप नोट की फॉर्म में अगर आपको लिखना है तो आप लिख सकते हो. Addition subtraction में कुछ नहीं change होगा. If you are adding something to an inequality on both sides, the sign doesn't change. आप कुछ subtract करते हो from both sides of the inequality, the inequality will not change, it will remain same. But अगर आप negative value के साथ multiplication या division करते हो, then the sign will change. Positive से नहीं होगा. Positive will not affect your inequality. I hope it's clear. Anyone with any questions here? Can we continue? If anyone's writing down.
No, ma'am.
Question number 2, the sum of the third and the seventh terms of an AP is 6. The product is 8. You have to find out the sum of the first 16 terms of the arithmetic progression. So this kind of sounds similar to the questions we have done. हमने इस तरह के बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस किए हैं जहाँ पे हमें अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन की टर्म्स का कुछ रिलेशन दिया हुआ है, and then they further ask something, either the sum of some terms or a specific term in the arithmetic progression. And this one here has been given in the optional exercise because this requires a little bit of work before you actually get the values for A and B. Normally, पीछे जितने questions आए थे, आप with the help of your statement, you form your equations को solve करके normally usual thing was कि A और D निकल आता था. फर्स्ट टर्म पता चल जाती थी, कॉमन डिफरेंस पता चल जाता, उसके बाद हमें जो पूछा है हम फाइंड आउट कर लेते थे. यहाँ पे बिफोर यू एक्चुअली गेट द वैल्यूज फॉर A and B, there is a little bit of work you need to do. So you can start by taking the values as such for the third term and the seventh term. आप इसकी वैल्यू थर्ड टर्म, if we represent it as A3, it is A plus 2D. Then seventh term A7 is A plus 6D. जो यहाँ पे आपको दो रिलेशंस दिए हुए हैं इक्वेशन बनाने के लिए, you can use these values. This is one way of doing it, and then solve those equations in order to find out A and D. This is one way of doing it. The other way is if you take the third term and the seventh term respectively as X and Y, rather than working with these A plus 2D, A plus 6D, I can work with X and Y, try to find out what the third term and the seventh term are, and then I can find out A and D. So this will just break down my work into two parts rather than doing it all together, just doing the division of my work into smaller portions. Either way, it is fine. The purpose is to find out A and D, and then you can find out the sum of the first 16 terms. Tell me if the question is clear. If anyone has done
Yes,
this,
ma'am.
if anyone has done this already. Okay, I'm going to start with X and Y. If you want, you can go ahead and do with A plus 2D and A plus 6D. आप उसकी help से दो equations बना लो. According to question, you're given X plus Y equals to 6 and XY equals to 8. Let us solve this. I'm taking the value of Y from here and putting it here. So using this relation, let's find out Y. Y will be either 2 or Y will be respectively equal to 4. So we have first case where X is 4 and Y is 2. That means A3 is 4 and A7 is 2. And then we have the second case where A3 is 2 and Y A7 is 4. Tell me if this is clear. Rather than representing A3 and A7 with the usual notation, I have represented them as X and Y, and I have obtained what are the possible values for the terms given. कौन सी possible values हो सकती हैं? Anyone who has questions still here? अगर सिर्फ इतना ही होता, आपको सिर्फ terms find out करनी होती, you have the answer. But we still have 2 more things to do. We have to find out A and D, and then we have to find out S16. So for both the cases, because abhi to dono possibilities valid lag rahi hain. Case 1 is also possible, case 2 is also possible. So we will be working with both the scenarios. Case 1 की help से भी आप A और D find out करोगे, और case 2 की help से भी आप A और D find out करोगे. And then you will find out S16 in either case. In both the cases, not either, both the cases. Anyone with any questions? Okay, let me know if you're writing down.
Yes, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
I think after this, you can work with the equations to find out A and D quickly. From the first case, 4D equals to -2, D comes out to be -1/2. From first equation, find out A. A comes out to be 5. And now you can find out S16. You have the value for A, you have the value for the common difference. Find out S16. Same thing for case 2, equation 4 minus equation number 3. We get 4D equals to 2. D comes out to be 1 by 2. So A comes out to be 3 in this case. Find out S16 using the values for A and B from second case. What's the answer? Calculate and tell me what do you obtain the values for S16 in both the cases.
20 and 76.
In the first case, it's 20. And in the second case, it's 76.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Beta?
Ma'am, the third equation is A plus 2D equals to 2. And ma'am, when you are putting D, you have written A plus 2D equals to 4.
A comes out to be 2.
1.
1. Those who have written this, please make the correction. The value of A in second case comes out to be 1. Tell me if the calculation is done.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Has everyone completed this? If anyone is still completing this work, let me know. It will take just 1 minute, I guess. हो जाएगा complete इसके बाद. I'm assuming that everyone has done here. The next question. A ladder has rungs 25 centimeters apart. So the steps of the ladder, how far they are from, how far away they are from each other, the perpendicular distance between them, it's 25 centimeters. The rungs are parallel, so the distance between them will be the perpendicular distance. The rungs decrease uniformly in length. जो उसका size है, step का जो length है, वो धीरे-धीरे decrease हो रहा है uniformly. The first step is 45 centimeters at the bottom. This is the first step. And then the final one on the top, the last one, is 25 centimeters. So assuming that this is A and this is the last term in the list, the top and the bottom rungs are 2.5 meters apart. The total distance between the first and the last step is 2.5 meters. This is the total distance. Consecutive distance कितना है आपके पास? जो steps के बीच में है, the distance, not the difference. The consecutive distance is 25 centimeters. The total distance is 2.5 meters. What is the length of wood required for the rungs? ये जो steps बने हुए हैं, इनके लिए जो wood use होनी है, वो कितनी length होगी उसकी? Final or the last step? Tell me if the question is clear. कि क्या find out करना है इसमें? ये जो length है, ये जो length है, इसको अगर हम A1 बोलते हैं, जो second step की length होगी, it will be 43 centimeters. जो third step की length होगी, it will be 41 centimeters. And this is the last step. आपको इसकी length already दी हुई है. AN is given as 25 centimeters. So you have to find out SN. Tell me if we can find out the answer with the help of whatever is given here, or we need something else. SN find out करना है. The foremost requirement is N. The number of steps in this ladder. So this is the first thing we will have to find out. For this, they have also given you a clue here. The number of rungs can be obtained by the distance between the first and the last step. जो total distance है, it is divided by the distance between the consecutive steps, and this is to be increased by 1. This is a clue given to you in order to find out N. Okay, let's just leave it here. We will continue from here. I would like you to give it a thought to why we have this formula. Consider an example and try to understand. Assume कि आपके पास एक ladder है, उसका जो last step है और जो उसका first step है, they are 12 meters apart. Vertically जो उनका distance है वो 12 meters है, और जो consecutive steps हैं उनके बीच में जो distance है वो 2 meters है. तो इस तरह से ये आपका second step बन गया. फिर third step बनेगा. After how many steps? कितने आपको इस तरह से rungs place करने पड़ेंगे in order to have the last rung at a distance of 12 meters from the first one. Just do this. एक बार draw करके just try करना, and then we will take this up tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think it's a holiday. You don't have a class. So we will take this up on Monday.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.